Sir, actually saying present, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Sir, why?
Good morning, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Sorry?
Good morning, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Sir, how are you? Sir,
I'm fine. I'm fine. Gupta ji, I'm fine. How are you?
Sir, how are you? Sir, I am also fine. Sir, how are you?
I'm fine. Govind, how are you?
Sir, you are not letting me.
Sorry? Anji. So let's start. Okay, that day we did an activity. Have you all completed
Yes,
the
sir.
activity in your copies?
No,
Yes, sir. I
Majestic वाली
have sent
activity.
on the WhatsApp also.
गुप्ता जी आपने क्यों
No,
नहीं
sir. अरे सर जी मजाक कर रहा था सर ने कर ली
कर ली? अच्छा मजाक कर रहे हो? माइक ऑफ कर रखा जरा तुम लोग को।
अरे अरे बच्चे हैं
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. So we have done the activity that day. Now the
Yes,
purpose.
sir.
What was the purpose of that activity? Do you all know this?
Sir, to explain us the sides, that how many sides are there.
Yes, the properties of quadrilaterals, of different types of quadrilaterals. So because of this purpose, I made you do that activity. So what you have learned from that activity is that
can we do a revision activity
Hey, beta, 2 minutes शांत रहो जरा. So first of all, we have understood that there are different types of quadrilaterals with the help of that activity. Parallelogram, square, rectangle, rhombus, trapezium, all these are different types of quadrilaterals. Now, and we have also understood that what are the properties related to different types of quadrilaterals. For example, when you made a square with the help of matchsticks, can you tell me
Yes,
which
sir.
were the points that you kept in mind while making a square?
yes sir
So it should be of a 90-degree angle and its all sides should be equal.
Yes, very good, exactly. While making a square, you kept in mind with the help of matchstick, where when you made a square, you kept in mind that all the angles are right angles, first thing, and the second thing that all sides are equal. Because of that reason, you kept only one matchstick in all the four sides. चारों साइड में आपने केवल एक मैचस्टिक का यूज किया. ये क्या शो करता है? This shows that a square has all the four sides equal, plus all the angles are right angles. So these are the properties of a square. ये उसका पर्पस था. गोविंद भारद्वाज क्यों रो रहे हो भैया? क्या हो गया?
no sir nothing
अच्छा,
sir
हाँ जी. Okay. So, and similarly for a rectangle, can you tell me what are the properties of a rectangle? What were the points
yes
that
sir
you kept in mind? Okay, I will ask any one of
So
you.
it should be of a 90-degree angle and
Quiet, all of you. जिससे मैं पूछूंगा वही बताएगा. Okay. गौरव पहला जानी बताइए. What were the points that you kept in mind when you were making a rectangle?
Yes, sir. Sir, I have kept the point that the two. Sir, I have kept the point that the two lines that are top and bottom should be equal,
Very
and the lines at the left and right side should be smaller.
and equal to each other. Smaller and equal. So this is what the property of a rectangle. Rectangle की property यही होती है that in a rectangle opposite sides are equal. Am I right or not? In a rectangle, opposite sides are equal.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
You kept this thing in mind. Very good. And what is the second thing that you kept in mind, Gaurav?
Sir,
गौरव से पूछ रहा हूँ मैं.
Sir, I know.
Sir, the second thing should be, sir, that left and right lines should be small.
No, beta. The second thing is that all the angles should be right angles.
Second I.
This is the second thing that you kept in mind, that all the angles should be right angles in a rectangle also. In a rhombus, anyone who is going to tell me?
So can I?
Vishesh.
sir,
Vishesh.
sir, आपने कभी कुत्ता नहीं सर जो नया एमबी जान
Can Shatakshi tell?
Vishesh.
Yes, sir.
Tell me, what were the points that you kept in mind while you were making a rhombus?
Well, the points to while making a rhombus is first it is 90 degrees.
9. Rhombus does not have right angles.
Sir, please.
Second thing, all the sides in a rhombus are also equal. Am I right or not, Vishesh? Rhombus में भी चारों sides equal होती हैं. जब आपने बनाया था, आपने देखा था, all the 4 sides are equal.
Sir, I can.
So
So
can
these
I
are the
know?
properties of a rhombus. That in a rhombus, all the 4 sides are equal, and
Sir, the all sides of the rhombus is equal.
and all the angles are not right angles. Angles are not right angles. These are the properties of a rhombus. Okay. Similarly, in a parallelogram, all the opposite sides are equal and opposite sides are
And the
parallel.
opposite sides are parallel sides.
Parallel and equal. This is the property of a parallelogram. Okay. Okay, now we will study the angle sum property of a quadrilateral. We have already studied the angle sum property of a triangle. Write down the heading, all of you, in your copies.
Sir. Sir.
Yes.
Sir, can we do reasoning today?
Sir, we are doing exercise 18.
गुप्ता जी समझ रहे हो?
Sir,
Excuse me,
please.
sir.
Reasoning. Sir, we never done.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, are you explaining the exercise 18.2?
Now, before starting the exercise, you have to write down the heading in your copies. Angle sum property of a quadrilateral. Angle sum property of a quadrilateral. What is the angle sum property of a quadrilateral? So in this, first you make a quadrilateral like this.
Sir, please.
Or quadrilateral with the help of a pencil in your notebooks. अपनी नोटबुक में बनाएंगे, ये सब कुछ लिखेंगे जो मैं बोर्ड पर लिखा हूँ. Okay. Everything you have to note down in your copies. Draw the figure with the help of a pencil. Pencil से draw करेंगे figure को. What is the property? The sum of all the angles of a quadrilateral the sum of all the angles of a quadrilateral is always be 60 degrees. आपने triangle के केस में पढ़ा था that the sum of all the angles of a triangle is 180, but in the case of quadrilateral, the sum of all the 4 angles is 360. That means angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D equals to 360 degrees. Note down in your copies, everyone. नोट करिए अपनी कॉपीज में ये पूरा. Note this down in your copies, everything. First, you write the heading, then you make a quadrilateral with the help of a pencil. Then you write the property. Property क्या है? The sum of all the angles of a quadrilateral is always 360 degrees. Is always 360 degrees. And then you write it in the form of an equation: angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D equal to 360 degrees. तो ये आपको लिखना है अपनी कॉपीज में, everything. Okay, have you all written it? Now,
Yes, sir.
This we
after
have
this,
to
Yes.
write.
Are yes, गुप्ता जी माइक ऑफ करके जरा हंस लिया करो तुम. ही. Okay, obviously you had to write this in your copies.
अरे सर जी पापा भी ऐसे ही बोलते हैं.
Okay, now after writing this, what is the meaning of this? First of all, in a triangle, we have studied that sum of all the three angles is always 180 degrees.
180.
हमने पढ़ा है. But in the case of a quadrilateral, there are four angles. So sum of all the four angles in a quadrilateral is 360
It's
degrees.
360.
Okay, now do you know the reason why the sum is 360 degrees? Let me explain कि क्यों 360 degrees होता है sum. मैं बताता हूँ आपको क्यों होता है. It is very interesting to know why the sum is 360. बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग चीज है. So let's see the reason. So this is a quadrilateral that I have made on the board. I will give you why the reason why the sum is 360 degrees. Okay. So if I join the diagonal BD in this case, this is known as a diagonal. और किसी फिगर के अंदर एक दो अपोजिट वर्टिसेस को ज्वाइन कर देते हैं, so that is known as a diagonal. So BD is a diagonal. तो BD diagonal को ज्वाइन करने से क्या हुआ? The quadrilateral is divided into two triangles. मैंने क्या करा? I have divided this quadrilateral in two triangles. ये दो triangle बन गए. Am I right or not? These are two triangles.
Yes, sir.
So this is your first triangle and this is the second triangle. Can you tell me what is the sum of all the three angles of a triangle? Triangle के तीन angles का
Yes,
sum
sir.
180
So
degree.
180.
और इसमें भी सम क्या होगा? इसका भी सम 180 है और इसमें भी सारे एंगल्स का सम क्या है? 180. So 180 plus 180. This becomes what? 360 degrees. आया समझ में? So because a quadrilateral is made up of two
Yes.
triangles. Quadrilateral कैसे बनता है? दो triangles को मिला दें तो
The made up of two triangles.
हाँ. So that is why 180 plus 180 कितना बन गया? 360. The sum of all the angles of a quadrilateral is.
360.
Have you all understood or not?
360. Yes, sir.
Understood.
Yes, sir.
Very good.
So this is we have to write.
No, you don't have to write this. Okay, this was just an explanation. Okay, in the case of pentagon, let's draw a pentagon. Pentagon में कितनी sides होती हैं? Pentagon has 5 sides. उसको बोलते हैं pentagon. Okay. अगर 6 sides होंगी तो उसको बोलेंगे hexagon.
5 sides.
Okay, let's see in the case of a pentagon. तो एक मैं pentagon यहाँ पर बना देता हूँ. This is a pentagon. Pentagon has 5 sides. A, B, 5 angles, C, D, and E. So these are the 5 vertices. अब मैं इनमें से out of all the 5 vertices किसी भी एक
Sir, it is made up of.
vertex का मीनिंग होता है ये corner points होते हैं. These are known as vertices. Plural form होती है vertices, singular form होती है vertex. So I choose any one
Okay.
vertex. एक vertex को choose कर लिया मैंने और इसी एक वर्टेक्स से I will draw all the possible diagonals. तो मैं AD को ज्वाइन कर देता हूँ, फर्स्ट डायगोनल बन गई, and AC को ज्वाइन कर देते हैं, सेकंड डायगोनल बन गई. So it is divided into how many triangles?
So
First,
3 triangles. So we will.
second, and third. 3 triangles. Can you tell what is the
So
sum
we
of all the
will
angles in
plus.
the case of a pentagon?
So
180
540.
plus
So
180
540
plus 180.
will be.
आ गया 540 degrees.
So 540.
Like this, you can find out the sum of all the angles of all kinds of shapes. किसी भी shape के case में
Sir,
निकाल सकते हैं.
excuse
You
me,
don't
sir.
you don't have to write down in your copies. It is not required.
Sir, I've done.
Okay.
So this we have to write.
No.
Sir,
not.
see.
You
Sir,
don't
see
have
this.
don't have to write. कोई बात नहीं, आपने लिख लिया तो कोई बात नहीं. Very good. Okay, so
Sir means if we will, sir, hexagon has 4 triangles, so we will add 4 times 180, so will answer will be 720.
very good, correct. Satakshi, you are
So
right.
sir means,
So मैं hexagon का भी दिखाता हूँ आपको. What is there in the case of hexagon? Hexagon has how many sides? Hexagon has 6 sides. So this is a hexagon. मैंने यहाँ पर एक hexagon बना दिया. I'm going to name it A, B, C, D, E, F. This is an hexagon. So now you choose any one vertex. A को choose कर लिया मैंने, फिर AE join कर दिया, AD join कर दिया, and AC join कर दिया. So these are the 3 diagonals. Now how many triangles are there? Count the triangles. 1, 2,
sir 4.
3, and 4. 4 triangles are there. Now when you measure the sum of all the 4 triangles, you get
720.
180 plus 180 plus 180 and plus 180. How much you get? You get 720 degrees. So in the case of a hexagon, the sum of all the angles, सारे angles, 6 angles होते हैं. If we add all the 6
Yes.
angles, the sum will be 720 degrees.
See,
Is it
now I
interesting or
understood.
not? हाँ जी, is it interesting or not?
Yes, sir, now I understood. I can tell the octagon also. So it says 6 triangles. So the answer will be uh, uh,
900. Octagon. In the case of octagon, the sum of all the angles will be 1080.
10,
1080.
1080.
1080. Octagon में. Septagon में the sum will be 900. Okay. चलिए. So this is the main concept, basic concept that we will be using now for the exercise 18.2.
For the exercise.
Number
18.2, page number 146.
146.
146 page number निकाल लीजिए. We will do exercise 18.2 now. So what property we have to use? We have to use the property that in a quadrilateral, the sum of all the 6 angles, sorry, all the 4 angles is
360.
360 degrees. ये property हम use करेंगे.
360.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
बिल्कुल same
So
है.
it's like, so in this we will write the 3 angles.
360. The sum will be equal to 360. So question number 1, all of you pay attention. I will explain the first question and then you can try the rest of the questions on your own. It is very easy to do all the questions. Okay, so the first question is 3 angles are given. Angle ABC is 55 degrees. Angle DAB is 125 degrees. Angle BCD is 55 again. 55 degrees again. And you have to find the measure of angle CDA. So you will write the property first according to, ये आपको बिल्कुल सेम ऐसे लिखना है जैसे मैं लिखवा रहा हूँ. You have to write down in your copies. According to angle some property. Is it visible? जो मैं लिख रहा हूँ बोर्ड पर visible है?
सर थोड़ा थोड़ा
Yes,
विजिबल
sir.
According to angle sum property, थोड़ा लाइट चल रहा है मार्कर. We know that the sum of all the four angles, angle ABC plus angle ABC plus angle
Sir, now
D
DA.
plus angle BCD plus angle CDA. That means all the four angles. The sum is 360 degree. अब आपको क्या करना है? एंगल CDA फाइंड करना है यहाँ से. तो आप क्या करेंगे? वेरी इजी थिंग. 360 में से इन तीनों एंगल्स का सम माइनस कर देंगे. तीनों का सम कितना आएगा? 55 प्लस 125 प्लस 55. ओके.
The total will be 125.
360 माइनस 235. इन तीनों का सम आ गया 235. ओके. तो
सर
360.
व्हाट इज इट दिस
सॉरी.
सर व्हाट इज इट अकॉर्डिंग टू
According to angle sum property.
ओके सर
So angle CDA is equal to 125 degrees. Answer 125 degrees. Clear हो गया?
Can we
It
find
is very easy.
second one?
Very easy to do.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. So now we can do the
Now you can do the rest of the parts. Try all the remaining parts of this in the same manner you have to do.